there are many people out there who want to include staff education and training into their work culture, but they're not sure how receptive their team is going to be, or maybe they just don't know where to get started. And so my advice, if you're just getting started, if you're thinking about getting started, my advice to you is to start small and just build organically from there. Don't try to take on it too much. It can be very overwhelming. And I share this advice both as a consultant, a training consultant, but also as a practitioner. So I'll share a quick story with you guys. A few years ago, I had the privilege of leading a team of engineers and analysts, very technically minded, gifted, intellectual people, brilliant. And we went into the traditional route of workshops and formalized training for certification. But I also knew that I wanted to include professional development as part of our work culture. I wanted to be able to empower them to grow into whatever position or career goals that they had. So we started to look at internal opportunities for improvement, and we actually stumbled into it by necessity. So one of our analysts was out on PTO, and come to find out no one knew how to perform this specific task. And so we ended up having to call her to help walk us through it. And I felt so bad that we were doing that while she was on vacation. And so we went ahead and put together a how-to and a little video so we could accomplish that task. And then we ended up doing the same thing for a lot of other processes that we had in place at the time. And then that eventually grew into little tips as part of our weekly team meetings. And actually the first thing that we focused on were grammar tips of all things. These were, again, engineers and analysts, but I wanted to focus on grammar because I noticed that in these emails that they were sending out, they'd have these brilliant work products, these technical documents and these analyses, but there were these glaring English and grammar mistakes in their email. And I didn't want those obvious, what I felt like careless, sloppy mistakes to diminish their work product. And we actually had a technical writer on staff, and I thought, we could use her knowledge and skills to train the team. And we did, and they actually were very receptive to it, and they ended up looking forward to the grammar tip each week. And then another analyst ended up teaching us Excel hacks and then SQL database tips. And then before too long, we had lunch and learns for the whole company and these more formalized training sessions. And so it just sort of took on this whole new world of education and training, and that felt very normal to us to cross-train each other, to teach each other, and to learn from each other. And it actually made us a stronger, better team. So again, you'd be amazed at how something very small can turn into a complete shift in your entire work culture and bring you together as a team. But the trick is to start small. So for those of you that have done this and had success with it or have other training tips, I'd love to hear them. We're all about empowering one another, so please drop your comments and tips down below. Thanks, y'all.